Hey guys, Adam Dotches here, and it's time for some more lies. It's the part 3 of our third part series. This time we're talking about the wonderful thing called misdirection. Basically, lying is not that hard to do if you don't have to do it. And if you've noticed a trend in these videos so far, it's about trying to avoid actually lying, to make people do the lie themselves. That's really what the key is, and misdirection is probably the best opportunity to do that when you can. This is how it works. Essentially, you're saying, I'm going to lie to you, I'm going to tell you that I have painted a red nose on, and obviously you can look at me and say that I didn't, but the goal is to, I'm like, oh, look at my red nose, meanwhile, I might be, chewing human flesh down below, but everyone's like, what about your nose? I don't see it. And that's the basic concept of misdirection. If you are, a cannibal who wants to eat out in the open and wants to avoid people noticing that you're chewing on a finger, have them look somewhere else. Whitson Gordon of Lifehacker, who I'm sure loves being called out here, knows very well how I misdirect people. And that's because when I prank Whitson, my policy, and this is my policy with pranks with everyone for the most part, if it's worth, if it's elaborate enough, is that I will tell people what the prank is prior to doing it. I will literally spell out exactly what I'm going to accomplish. And this is a means of misdirection because it gets them looking for a specific thing, and then I use a route that I know they're not going to suspect to actually exact that prank. And I have, gotten wits on every single one of them. And you do this, you figure out where they're going to look, you get them to look there, and then you confuse them. In creating doubt, they think that you might be lying sometimes, but it doesn't matter because they're not sure, and the effect, especially in the sense of a prank, is that effect of doubt is good enough because you're still getting that what's happening to me sort of thing, that they might think they know what's going on but they don't, and that's a good prank and that's a good lie. So create a scenario, tell someone that scenario, do a different thing while they're paying attention to the scenario you created, and you can get away with a lie very easily. That is the core of misdirection and is an incredibly useful tool in lying or otherwise. Stay tuned for more lies in the future, but for now, that's all.